Yoski Broskis, coming up is a part of the almost 13-hour long Wowee Super Spec Sheet re-ranking talk show epic stream marathon and giveaway extravaganza. If you like this content, please consider subscribing to the channel and enjoy. Heyo, JussCrypto. What's up, man? Wait, can you hear me?
At the TV?
Uh-oh, I think you got.
I feel like we got background noise, but not an actual.
Just watching Unchained Pod in the background.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay,
Hang on, I'm messing with my settings.
There you go. We can hear you now.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
What's up, man? Hey, no worries.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yeah. No
All
worries,
right.
man. Okay, so we'll go through this expert quick style, right? So we've got on tier 1, we've got multi-shot, precision strike, piercing shot, right? This is our basically just a little bit better than basic attacks, which I think they're all really good. Multi-shot, fire 3 arrows to target enemy. Each arrow deals 70% of attack damage, and each hit has a 20% increased critical strike chance. So if you've got a 10% chance to crit normally, you now have 30% chance to crit, which with each of these arrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, you're dealing, what, 2.1, if all of them hit, you're dealing 2.1 times your basic attack formula. And you have a chance to do little, like, basically mini crits.
Yep.
I think that this is, like, super solid. I think it's ridiculously good going into late game, because I think we're going to see a lot of stuff increasing critical strike damage, and I think this is going to end up becoming almost crucial to pick up when you're building crit damage. When you're building a crit damage hero.
Do we know? I think the answer to this is no. But do we know the formula for crit strike chance?
No,
we know it involves luck.
We know
That's all we know, right?
It's a luck derivative. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, high luck makes this even more impressive. I love this. I could see you giving this even a higher one, but SS makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the more, like, future proof. I think this is going to be very balanced until they add something in the game that this accidentally takes advantage of.
Well, if there's a weapon that were to increase critical strike chance, or critical strike damage, that could make this very, very strong.
Can I ask right now, do you know anyone who doesn't use this as their tier 1 archer ability?
So, well, I hate to derail because I do want to go through Archer, but this is a question I need to ask Wowee again. I asked him every time we talk about this. Are these ratings ever comparing to the other ones of the same tier?
Yes.
So if that's the case, I think this should get a higher rating, because you're almost always going to pick this one in place of the other two.
Now, I would normally say yes, but again, this is about, like, how viable is it right now versus how viable... Yeah, right. Versus how viable do I see this being in the future as well. And I think into the future, both of these have a very prominent chance. Like, Precision Strike is a little weird because of the channel for one turn, but it gets around certain things, such as, like, oh, the Knight's using a 1-turn defensive move, or the Paladin's using a 1-turn, like, 90% damage reduction move, and I don't want to skip my turn, and I really don't want to, like, proc a retaliation from the Paladin, right? So I'm going to channel instead. I brought this specifically to not skip turns and still get 2 turns worth of value out of this. I know that's niche, but it has its strategic use.
Why wouldn't you use the better channeled moves? Because too much mana?
Well, this is a tier 1.
Do you ever...
Right. So well, I guess, okay.
This kind of just hit me as far as this precision strike goes. But do you ever see a scenario where we can get initiative back with the channel? Because, like, I look at this and, like, the amount of damage I'm getting isn't worth the channel to me. But, like, how do you make a tier 1 channel good? You know what I mean? Like, maybe give me a little initiative back? I don't know.
I can tell you exactly what, like, it's really underpowered right now, and I think it's actually going to get nerfed over time, because the more in terms of stats that we get, the more impressive this becomes. because at the
Right,
moment
true.
it has a 5 plus 2.5 times the average dex to stun the target, which is low as shit, especially when you're going for a 2-turn stun. But I have a feeling that when, like, specifically your legendary archer with a ton of dex that you never talk about gets to like level 70, and we're talking like, oh, it's done nothing but become like insanely good, and with all the equipment it's got on it, it's got like 300 dex compared to everyone else's like, 180, 200 dex. Like, this thing is going to be a monster for you, and it has to be, and it's going to be nerfed, like, for sure.
Right, but I mean, talking about the bell curve of like all heroes, like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I agree, especially for that one hero that Franz likes to talk about. But for the vast majority of people, it's not going to be as impressive. So I mean, that goes back to something that Beeve was talking about, of like, just because a few choice heroes have this kind of broken build, are they going to change how the whole entire game is played because of that?
I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is, if something is deemed, so this is what usually happens, if something is deemed like too easy to get value from, that's when it gets nerfed. If it's too accessible, or if it's an automatic win condition, that's when it gets reined in, right? So I don't think that necessarily is going to be the case here. But I mean,
I think it's weird to talk about this move in terms of it needing a nerf.
It needs a nerf.
I don't think it's that. I think the channel kills it. I really don't like this on level 1.
Like I said, at level 1, this is not the best pick. At level 20, this pick becomes like okayer.
All right. Yeah.
But at level 50, it's going to be insanely good. And then at level 100, it's going, like, each one of these is going to absolutely be like viable for the best pick you can possibly make. They're going to be absolutely equaled out at extremely high stats. And
all right, so where does that leave it right now, though?
For right now, it's an S.
Wow.
Because it's not future proof.
Okay.
It's not future proof, number one. It's not usable where the game is right now for us. Not that it's not usable, but it's slow. It's a little too slow for us to be using it right now for what we need, when we need so much offensive ability, and we have very little in terms of survivability. But that brings me to Piercing Shot, which I think, in my opinion, is the automatic pick. Because multi-shot is super cool, and I love that, but multi-shot's only really going to shine, like I said, later on when we have equipment that gives us a critical strike damage bonus. I think that's when this is going to become like really, really, really good. But Piercing Shot, I think, is the auto pick for like your level 10s. Your level 10s to level 15s, this is it. Because it's a 1-turn, right? Immediately happens. The formula is 1.5 attack plus 1.5 dex, so anyone with crazy dex is looking really, really, really good with this. And the insane portion about this is that it has a 40% pierce, which means it ignores 40% of the defensive stats of whatever it's hitting. Cumulative.
Crack that egg, baby.
Crack that egg. This thing is absolutely imperative when you're going up against anything with bulk. Period. So I actually think that this earns a triple S.
Oh.
Because it's usable right away, and it's always useful. It'll never not be useful. And when you would do a lot of damage to a squishy anyway, guess what? Now you're doing more.
I mean, does it take a hit because you miss out on the combo in the next tier?
Combo, just nice that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not. It doesn't take a big enough hit for you to drop the triple S.
No, correct.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
I got a thought on these real quick.
Sure.
So for this archer, I think the precision line is amazing in PvE, but I think the flurry line will be amazing in PvP because of the way both of these encounters have come out. You need to be extremely precise in your damage, and usually when I lose, it's because I accidentally killed something, which is why I avoid the flurry line a lot. But those crits are going to be amazing in PvP. So I think there's a clear delineation between those two modes for this archer type of build.
Yeah, completely agree. I
No,
completely
yeah, that's
agree with
very
that
fair.
sentiment. I mean, and if we're going to be talking about tier 2s, like, these tier 2s are all incredible. Like, legitimately, they are insanely good. I'm going to, right now, I'm just going to mark all of them as double S. They deserve it. There's no bad pick
comment
here.
about these S's.
Yeah.
and the number of them there are. No comment.
Oh, trust me. There's gonna be. I'm unlocking a new tier, sextuple S.
Let's do it.
No.
Why not, Maddie? They already don't mean anything.
Right. So yeah, you can't choose wrong here. If you're going, for me, I was a one small stone maxi, so I was always going flurry on this one because you just get crit chance based off of whatever your dex is. So, I mean, I think this gave me around 6% crit, additional crit. But I mean, for other people, it was giving like 15. For some people that have like crazy monsters, it was giving them like almost 20% crit chance. I mean, that paired with the 20% crit chance bonus you get from multi-shot, and specifically the 15% increased critical strike chance you get from one small stone, it was what was helping the cheese achieve. Shroud, I think, is going to be one of the most overpowered abilities in PvP, period. Just period.
Can I just say, I was using the bathroom a minute ago, but I was still listening. Bob's hatred for the S scale is one of my favorite things in the community right now.
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to say anything, and then I went on a mini rant like while I was saying it.
This came up during Dragon's Crossing a lot, and now it's coming over to Wowee.
Listen. It's not my stream. There can be as many S's. I'm all for the sextuple S.
We need more S's.
I would just, of course, scale accordingly in my own head, making one of them A, B, moving them down to A, B, C, and making some sort of scale that makes sense. But
it's 2024. Nobody gets below an A.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the team's done a pretty good job. I think I gave a B here at repeating shot, what it used to be, and multi-shot plus I gave a B in the archer tree. I think I gave a couple of low regs.
So what you were just saying about Shroud, I completely agree. I think that Shroud has the ability to be a really cool mechanic for PvP because it does two things simultaneously. It encourages your opponent to hit your guy while making your guy extremely hard to hit, aka trolling your opponent. So I think that's a really good design, and I think it'll be fun. I don't know how powerful it'll be, but I think if you basically make them attack your guy or entice them to attack your guy while making your guy as agile as possible, they just waste their turn, and I think it's hilarious and really good design.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Usually it's I say it's a mental taunt versus a mental deterrent, which I'm sure everyone was wondering how long it was going to take me to say that word. But it's going to be absolutely, I'm not going to say busted. It was busted. It was a 50% additional evasion while channeling, which was nuts. I think the 20% is legitimately a really good spot for it, and I can't wait for my double foresight paladin subclass archer to channel as often as possible.
So, I mean, we can get into it, but like I think any passive is like just primed to be a good like subclass for anybody else, and I think for casters who we don't know for sure, but like most likely the casters are going to have channeling abilities. Like adding an archer sub onto like a sage, like this just gets me amped up.
Right. So now we're going to move on to the Pierce ability. Marksmanship. All attacks gain a strength scaling amount flat, 15% plus a strength scaling amount of Pierce. It's really good. So again, you're looking at beginning of the game, middle of the game, end of the game. Marksmanship is going to overtake Flurry as you level up higher and higher and higher. Like that's just what's going to happen. At some point, you're going to hit crit cap. It's going to be possible. People are going to be going towards crit cap, and you can only go up to 100%. It's not like accuracy.
Do we know that for sure?
Yes. I mean, that's how it happens in almost every game. There's either going to be a soft cap or a hard cap or both, or you're going to be, no matter what, capped at 100%. I think get, like the way World of Warcraft did it was like there was a hard cap at 85%. Like you could never have more than 85% chance. But the soft cap, I think, was at like 35% is when you started taking diminishing returns on building crit chance. But you could always get to the hard cap. So in any case, you can never have more than 100% chance to crit. And unlike with accuracy and missing, it doesn't matter which side you go because no one's decreasing your chance to hit. You know what I'm saying? So as people approach 100% crit or the crit cap, whatever it is, or run into horrifying diminishing returns, and it's no longer like value viable to invest in a critical strike, marksmanship is going to take over 100% of the time because it gives you pierce on literally every single thing you do. And the best way to, if you can't build critical strike damage and you can't build towards crit chance, the best thing you can do to increase your damage by a multiplier is reduce the defensive capabilities of your opponent.
Would there be a pierce cap?
I would assume that there would have to be diminishing returns. However, there is a term called true damage when you are completely ignoring your opponent's armor.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, as we level up, we're going to get more and more like good armor, right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be more and more. It would be kind of a bummer if you could just build a. They ignored their armor that they farmed for God knows how long. But so I would assume there's a cap of like I don't know 40 or 50% or whatever. Maybe
or
more.
at least there's like always going to be a competition between damage reduction and pierce. You know, like your opponent's always going to have that where like the critical strike is kind of a singular thing with your hero.
I got your information there, Treyball. Congrats on winning again earlier today.
Nice.
But awesome. I'll take this opportunity to bow out gracefully. Going to be getting ready for my stream as well. Just want to say this was awesome. Wowee, this is I'm sure the community would even want this to go for much longer, right? But I'm going to be doing my tea and the hours that I have to catch up on this stream, like the Joe Rogan aspect. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. I may pop back in here because we're here till midnight, man.
Oh yeah,
midnight at least.
But
I feel like door's gonna be open from like the 11 to midnight window.
I have a feeling
be wild. A few drinks in the system.
Thank you so much for coming out there.
It
was a great time, and I can't wait to catch up on your stream tomorrow.
Later, dude.
No doubt. Peace, guys.
Later. What a cool guy.
Trade room. He's super smart.
He's freaking sweet, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad I couldn't get through all of the Archer with him, but
I missed his. I'll have to rewatch it. I was eating dinner and walking the dogs.
Oh,
yeah, we were talking about we talked a little bit about some meme coin stuff, and then just Jewel in general and future outlook on Jewel. So definitely check that out.
Right on.
Oh wow!
All right. What?
We have a late entry.
What?
One sec.
Oh, what's happening?
If you don't mind, Bob, or how do you want to be referred to as like the brand here? Just.
It's like you were about to call me Justin, but you got bored halfway through or didn't have time.
Gotcha. So you got to trail it off. Just.
Yeah, that'd be the southern way to do it.
All right, gotcha. I am receiving word from a fellow winner from earlier today, Mookie71.
Oh,
let's see.
He won a good one.
He won a great one. And he is giving out he wants to give out this uncommon warrior summoner.
Ooh, fun.
And he wants to, it's a good one.
Let's see it. Wait, let's see. You're teasing. You're
Can
teasing me.
All right. So what do you want to see?
I see. It's a warrior summoner.
It's a warrior summoner.
I'm looking for some purple. Or
It's got blue strength, right? It does it have a stone? It's got a lesser vigor stone.
Vigor. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And it's got second life on it.
Oh shit!
This thing is insane. And they just messaged me right now and said, "Let's give it away."
Oh my goodness.
Mookie, thank you so much. This is going to be awesome. I hope everyone's ready for this surprise giveaway. I'm opening up. I was going to open it up, but I just realized I did not clear it. So give me a second to clear that. Boom.
This is an insane hero.
Now I'm going to open up the giveaway. Good luck, everybody. This might be your chance to start with a second life.
No summons, but like still, this is a top tier hero.
All right.
Yeah, I'm entering this one.
Giveaway's open. Type exclamation enter to be considered.
Damn.
This is a good one. This is a crazy one.
Yeah. That's second life hero.
I've been stockpiling. Oh shit.
You all right?
I opened Twitch and some lady's like in a hot tub talking.
What?
No.
Yeah, that's what this is going to evolve into eventually. It's just going to be like a little pink ball with a smiley face just floating in a hot tub.
Apparently that's what Twitch is. I haven't used it in a while.
Wowee's going to start try-casting on OnlyFans, so, you know.
Yeah, get ready.
YouTube, Twitch, and that.
It's going to be incredible.
Also, real quick, we have a little drinking game going in the chat. Everybody takes a sip. If the rating is above an A, take a shot for every Wowee rating. So keep that in mind as you
man. Oh. Sorry, everybody, but we're going to have a great time.
So far, just me and Worm are in, so we're just the two of us are just going to get drunk.
I will need to take another break because I don't have any beers. I should go buy some.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I feel like I was like, oh, I don't want to interrupt it, but it's like I've looked and I'm like, there's 5 more hours.
There is? That's all? Streamathon.
I've just been slowly stockpiling these transcendent abilities with no idea what to do with them after I started summoning my elites together 6 months ago. So I have no real plans, but I want them all.
I mean,
they're going to be coveted, I think. I think everyone who's getting transcendent abilities right now is like sitting on a gold mine because, I mean, let's just say best case scenario happens, the game takes off. Like people like me, I've just got like a potato army. I'll do pretty okay. I'll be fine. But people like you and Beeve and Mosh and Starbuck and like everyone who just builds these insane like cool is going to be cracked.
Well, I am not like them. I just sit on parts. I've been collecting parts for 2 years now almost. But I have the Gen Zeros with all the mutation chances to make a bunch of parts. And I've just been kind of slowly moving up the rarity line. And they're all sitting around level 10 or 12 or so, and I'm going to dark summon them when I figure out what I want.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No, I think that's,
I'm very patient.
I think with this in this kind of ecosystem, you got to be.
Well, yeah.
I mean, right now, the faucet's still open because Jewel is gaining value, but Crystal is still lagging, so you can still trade a little Jewel for a lot of Crystal.
It's just good strategy.
Eventually, that faucet's gonna close, and it's gonna be harder to make these because it's gonna hit your wallet more if you try to make these. So,
don't worry, J-Dub, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about a thing, bud.
Are you gonna do? All right, the window's closed. I was gonna say, are we gonna get back to Archer, or do you want to do this first? Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I have to make sure that I get rid of all the duplicates. Let's see, was there anyone who had a duplicate? Nope. Nobody duplicated?
I could do my giveaway afterwards if you want to, just to get them out of the way.
Sure.
And then talk archers.
Nice.
What do you got?
All right, who wins?
Just a Gen Zero summon.
All right. Congratulations to Toon-fed with the warrior summoner, with the strength and the vigor stone, with the second life. Oh my god.
Toon-fed's an OG too.
Toon-fed is an OG.
He's not some newbie coming around.
No, he's not. Congrats, Toon-fed. You gotta tell me, man, is this your first second life hero? I feel like it's not. I feel like you've gotta have a lot going on by now.
I don't know, man. Second life is hard to come by.
I don't got one.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Let's go.
Yep, congratulations, Toon-fed. Let's see. Is he in chat yet? No, don't see him.
Yeah, he's in there.
He is? Oh, there he is. Scoopsy.
I like that summoner. What is warrior backed up by? Is it backed up by a caster maybe? Because I would maybe summon that with a caster.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because the summoner part's probably more important.
Right.
To the pit. To the
Let's see,
pit.
what are the recessives
Oh yeah,
here?
I'm pitting this every day. Monk, wizard. I don't know what I would do with that. Probably try to get something with at least one elite, maybe two elites in different slots. Try to Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, thank you to Mookie who won earlier. This was just on a whim for him to say, hey, I want to give something here.
That's awesome.
And like, what a cool guy. Like, Mookie, stick around. Hope you win something else too, man.
Yeah, maybe he'll convince you to give away more like this.
Right. All right, Toon-fed, reach out to me on Discord and send your wallet info, and I'll get it over to Mookie for you. All right, cool. So,
can I? And sorry if I'm overstepping here, but so on the sheet, the sign-up sheet, Bob had listed as a topic offense versus defense.
Oh yeah.
And I'm curious as fuck to hear.
Oh yeah.
Hear all that.
All right.
Well, it seemed like it just turned into a pretty haphazard stream, but it was good to plan ahead.
I tried.
Assume. You want to do this giveaway first or get into it?
Sure. Like,
I'll forget at the end.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. I gotta clear the.
So screen share.
Bam, we'll get rid of that. Clear the dock. I'll get in here. Share your screen. Pop out window. There we go. Where's my OBS? There it is. Discord view, just so you don't have any lines. Okay, so what are we giving out here?
Whoa, hold on. Who is the screen right now?
This is you can have the babies from these two Gen Zeros.
Oh, those are Gen. I thought for a second I thought we were in the pit, and I was like, wait, I see Gen edges. Okay.
No, these are my Paladin Gen Zeros. They can make 4 elite or advanced abilities, so they usually get at least one. Hopefully, I'll get to re-roll them someday and get the perfect 6 out of 6, which would be the subclass. That's what I look for with Gen Zeros, is getting as many of the 6 mutations I care about, and my pairs have 5 of 6.
That's what's up, man. So the giveaway is the Gen 1 that gets summoned from this, then.
That's correct.
All right. Well, you heard it, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and open the floodgates here in just a second. You want to say anything else, Just?
No, let's do it.
All right, let's go. ! Enter. You got 3 minutes to get yourself a Gen 0 summon.
Let's go. Let's see a pally with. What'd you say? 3 or all 4? Possibly.
All 4.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I want to see a paladin with all 4.
I haven't gotten the all 4 yet.
You got a few crystals to open there.
Yeah, I've been
what's going on?
I just keep summoning. I can't be bothered to. I got to do the bookkeeping to get them all in helper, and I've been putting it off.
Oh my
We'll
God.
get them.
Remember,
I know.
in case anyone's tuning in kind of fresh here, if you're also viewing on Twitch and you've got a different username than your YouTube, my bot does not count it as duplicate. You have a chance to double your chances of winning by watching both streams. How cool.
The coolest.
Right? God, I'm so excited for this right now.
It's not that exciting.
I'm so excited.
It's not nearly as exciting as a lot of the other giveaways.
That's because you own it, so you're numb to it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said, "Oh, this is," I thought it was just 2 rares, and then you're like, "Oh, this is my Gen Zero." I was like, "Whoa!" Speaking of someone who does not have a Gen Zero, this is pretty badass. All right, let's see.
Is it? Oh, it is past 7. We can see who won the raffle.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Bubba.
What raffle?
The daily raffle.
Oh.
I don't know anything.
Oh, they're like, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like every time I'm like, all right, I got it this time. I never win it. Ooh, Warrior.
I was noting at the start of this screen that you're a fellow man of culture, Wowee, using the pink penis helmet profile pic.
Yes.
If you're not doing that, you're just taking yourself way too seriously.
Yep. From day one, I was like, that's the one.
That one. Someone put in the effort to draw that helmet to look exactly like the head of a male penis. And I'm going to use it forever. I appreciate that. It's hilarious.
Let's see this hero.
Oh, is the thing done?
It's got less than 30 seconds.
Warrior Archer,
Ooh, uncommon.
Double elite.
Oh,
nice.
Advanced.
That's pretty sick.
That's a 10 of 10?
Yep.
I've come to the conclusion that double efficient is the best on martial low mana curve classes, just period. Like efficient is so incredibly good on specifically warriors. It's incredible. Cyrus, dude, thanks for the follow, man. It's been a long... How you been? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. But yeah, this is badass.
20% is a lot. It's definitely something that I didn't think was good on martial classes before getting in and playing with the game, but yeah, I definitely want this on my warriors.
Yeah, it's incredible. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Why do I keep deleting that thing?
I mean, it's going to be good on the casters, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I know what you mean.
Just one of the most powerful traits.
Right. But if you can, all right, so say, right now if you're doing boar hunts with your warrior and you've got like 60 MP, which is pretty, I think, standard, 60, 70 MP, and your gladiator strike costs 10 mana, and you say you just want to spam that, right? You get to do that for 6 turns, that's it. This is it.
Yeah.
Double efficient, 40%? Or is it 20 or 40?
20.
Okay, yeah.
So the double, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Is it? I thought it was 10%.
Nerf it.
I
thought it was 20. I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
It's too OP.
Well, let's see. I mean, I do have it. I do have the entire thing right here.
I was gonna say.
If only there was a spreadsheet.
All right, yeah, we'll go back to that.
Yeah, if only there was a spreadsheet. No. I'm gonna pick the winner. I'm gonna pick the winner real quick. Congratulations to Cyrus! Oh my God, I did not. I swear to God, this is not rigged. This is not rigged. I don't want anyone coming at me with accusations. It's completely random. And I will say, I don't think I've ever seen Cyrus enter something and not get something. That dude, I think he wins more than Kupo does. It's incredible.
All right.
Nice. All right, get me an ox and I'll send it. Let's talk about... What do you want to talk about?
Let's go back to Archer.
Offense versus defense.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I do want to... Yeah.
Oh, my thoughts just after playing a lot of PvP lately is just that the way the game is kind of shaping up in my mind is that you just really want to be presenting as many threats and as diversely as possible. And I have Priest as by far the worst class in PvE. Not sure how that will translate that, but I just have no interest in using them, and you don't need that much healing. 1 or 2 potions is enough, and my win percentage is much, much better the more offensive I tilt my parties.
Wait, can I counterpoint that?
Sure.
How many level 15 priests are you using?
Just one.
Because the Holy Wrath changes the whole dynamic of it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like I agree with you for level 14 and under priests, but once you get to that level 15, I think it just changes the class.
I think it's still the worst at 15, but it's a lot better. Somebody's got to be the worst. It's okay.
I'll
you like the
that.
priest, play the priest.
I'm okay with that. We can move on.
I really like priests. I kind of depend on it, and especially in the boars, just because like a lot of my warriors, if I have like a warrior knight priest build, like they just can't do the damage. They can't sustain versus, so they need to have that healing. The healing, as long as it's a really good priest, I understand like run of the mill or bad statted priests like can be like a burden, but as long as they're like statted well, I think they can outpace the damage that the like even just one of them can outpace the damage that the boars are dealing, and you can in the long run win. I mean, that's my main strategy right now is a priest with like 2 mediocre heroes, and like I just help level them up. So I like it because I think I know what the boars are giving me, and I can handle it basically no matter what.
I completely get where you're coming from, to be honest, but like I agree with Juss right here, like specifically because you want to, if you want to have the least amount of.
Wait, well, I gotta interrupt you. The YouTube is a like black screen.
YouTube black screen?
No, it's not.
No. All right, never mind. It's just me.
That's on your side.
Oh, all right. Weird.
Thanks for scaring me, Maddie.
I was weird. I had weird
thought I could carry this thing on for 12 whole hours without any problems and start off with problems.
Sorry.
The YouTube is doing this weird thing though, where there are 52 people there and only 35 likes. So I don't know.
That is weird.
That sounds like a glitch.
Well, my thought about bringing up offense versus defense is I don't think it really matters in PvE. But now that we've gotten assimilated with the time bar and the system that they've built, I think the most powerful thing you can do has to do with the time bar in a PvP environment. And just like, I think the reactive builds that are just like, I'm going to solve the problems that I think I'm going to face are going to be at a huge disadvantage to the ones that just like blitz you, just like zerg you, and have some sort of combination of skills that give them 2 or 3 or, multiple more attacks while it matters. And I think that's going to be the most decisive thing. That's something I didn't really think before the new hunt came out and we had access to the time bar, but it's really impressed me. I'm really looking forward to Thief for the basic classes, and then Ninja, Bard, Shapeshifter once we get to advances, because I think you're going to be able to do a lot of crazy stuff, probably some unfair stuff that'll need to be nerfed in terms of taking many, many more turns than your opponent.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially today. Did you listen when Workhorse was talking? He didn't say anything per se, but like he sounded like Ninja was going to be like out of this world. Basically, like we're going to be blown away by what Ninja can do is what he made it seem like. So
yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I'm more focused in on the agility classes, but yeah, I think Ninja will be cool. I think they're all going to be cool. But I think I'm looking forward to Bard, but because I'm building my bards to be agility based and dexterity as opposed to casters, but because that's kind of that's always the D&D character I like to play the most. So I'm going to try to start there.
I agree with you. I am curious though, because I believe it's Seer who can do this, and maybe another class, but it's whenever your opponent takes a turn, there's like a negative. I think it's a deal damage, and so that would be an interesting counter to that, to those teams that are just rushing and are doing like 4 actions before you do 1 action. That move then gets a boost as a counter. But I still think, I don't know if that's strong enough. So I still agree with you. I think in general.
No, I really like that. There's that's what they're going to need to do. They're going to need to have some sort of meta develop where there's interplay in terms of punishing that type of strategy.
Right. Yeah.
Because DPS, damage per second, if you think about it, there's two distinct ways to go for it. You can go slowly with your Dark Knight or whatever and do a huge burst damage, or you can go and then go some more and then go some more with your ninja or whatever and do more damage based on the per second part of that. Right. And if there's a strategy with a seer or whatever, I think that's great for the game to kind of balance that out, because without something like that, I do think that would be the most powerful strategy.
Yeah,
I completely agree. And I think that's what's going to shape the very beginning of like any type of PvP meta we're going to see. Like, it's incredible in PvE and it's going to be incredible in PvP until they create content that is directly going to require a setup of some kind, be that as a holy trinity or otherwise. The less turns it takes to deal the entire total amount of HP of the enemy team, the better. Period. When you build defensive, it is so geared dependent, because everybody else, or at least the majority of everybody else who's like gaming to win, is playing high damage, high speed, and that's I believe I've talked about this in the past, and it's called it's a turn one team or a nuke team, and these are the kinds of things that are going to be everywhere, and the only counterplay to them is to either not die in the first round or second round, or don't get outsped. And and that's usually what is most prevalent. And then gear comes out, or some sort of combination is figured out where if I build a defensive bruisery team, which is usually a counter to a turn one team because they can withstand a couple of the hits and then deal damage back again. But I mean, that's kind of how the meta cycle starts. And it always starts with fast and high damage.
Yep. J-Dub in the chat, I was just about to say, I come from a Magic background as well, and a common phrase is, there are no wrong threats, but there are wrong answers. So if you're trying to kind of answer what your opponent's going to do, you may just have the wrong build for it, and they'll win easily. And then if you do have the right answers, they'll just line up how they line up. So it's a lot harder to do that. I think a meta the initial one will be very focused on damage, and I think strategies, if this is well designed and successful, which I think it will be, I really like what I see so far, there will be kind of strategies to counteract that, and then there's other stuff too but to think about. But yeah, I think that'll definitely play.
Yeah.
All right, Francis, does that answer your question?
I forgot what the question was, but I enjoyed all of that.
Offense versus defense.
Yes. Oh, okay, right.
So yeah, that's why the Warriors are great and everything else sucks.
Word. I mean, Workhorse has some words about his priest usage.
Yeah.
Because apparently his most successful teams are 2 priests and a knight, which I can only assume he is building high int priests and turning them into casters. Yeah.
He also said that he liked the double bubble strategy, which is a guy-kid staple, which I don't know. I think he was just pandering a little bit there.
The double bubble guy-kid staple. I like it.
This is something I wish I said to Workhorse, but one thing I don't like about the bubbles is that they're not yellow. I feel like a priest, the light, it's a blue shield. It should be yellow. All right, thanks.
I like that.
My question for Workhorse would be, on average, how many void chickens does he fight with that strategy? Because I'm guessing it's more than one. And the way I like to do it, it's almost 0.
Right. I mean,
if I see a purple chicken, something went wrong.
Exactly.
If I see with 2
priests, I don't know how you navigate that consistently with 2 priests in your party.
It would have to be
again, 15.
They have 15. Yeah.
They have to be level 15
and do the damage.
Do you think Workhorse is doing priest damage because it's the only spell damage we could do?
I don't know.
Do we know if if there's less spell defense on the boars and the birds?
I was gonna say, especially the eggs, because the eggs have crazy defense.
Is it more mana efficient?
I don't know what you mean.
MP per damage caused.
Right,
Wait,
but the basic attack, the basic spell attack doesn't use mana, but.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not talking about basics. I'm talking about
his damage dealing moves.
Yeah, if you're going in between, what was it, Holy Light and Holy Wrath, right, and getting that combo, is it actually more damage efficient than going for straight? Because the eggs are armored,
right?
But armor doesn't matter if you're using spell.
I think Holy Light needs a buff. I don't personally find it useful.
I don't think it's useful until you get the combo.
Yeah,
I don't love it, but I need it. It's so bad. It feels so bad to need it and not have it. And I don't think you need that much healing, honestly, for this PvE environment. That's been my observation. Against boars, you need more healing. Against the burbs, it's just all about the timing and the strategy.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think if you take the bulky, knight, warrior, priest build into the boars, I think the priest is necessary for that because they're not doing that much damage. But like in general, I agree with you. I think in that. I mean, I for the rock box, like I think it's such a narrow window. You have to hit the window, and if you don't, it's almost an automatic loss.
It's an archer's world. We're all just living it.
Yeah.
Give me my handful of rocks back.
Yeah, that was
so funny.
That was the group I had a ton of trouble with was Knight, Warrior, Priest that I played. I don't have that sort of gene that makes me want to play two priests, but I did try that other one and oh my god, it was so frustrating. I don't know how. Yeah.
I like it. I like having like full health the entire battle. That's like
Yeah, 10 to 10. I just like to win. I don't care about how much. 10 to 10 sent to Cyrus. Congratulations.
Nice. Congrats again, Cyrus. It's always nice to see like a classic name. Like I feel like I haven't seen Cyrus in a long time, but
that makes it even better.
I know that is what makes it even better.
Yeah, it's great.
The last time I saw him, I think he was winning I think he won like 12 waifu bot free keys or something like that.
Oh.
And it wasn't all at once. He just like kept winning them. It was awesome. Okay, cool. So we want to talk about some more Archer then?
Sure.
Because we're in the tier 3s now. The difference between rapid shot, sharpshooter, and piercing arrow is, I mean, it's pretty substantial at this point. Rapid shot and the repeating shot's almost too good.
Yeah.
It's almost too good.
It's rapid shot is the best archer move. Hands down. And all you one small stone maxis can go to hell. Rapid shot is way better.
No. Well, repeating is you got the tiers wrong there.
No, rapid, the second tier.
Yeah, one small stone is a different tier.
Right. I'm saying rapid shot just overall.
Oh, you're saying in general is a better move than...
Yes,
okay. Sorry. I mean, I'm with you on that, but I know there's some one small stone maxis right now on the thread.
Again, if I have no interest in this skill for PvE, for PvP, the raw power is where I want it. I don't play these void hunts in a vacuum. I play them based on what's in front of me, and I don't want to crit any more than I have to. Therefore, I'm never picking rapid shot.
You don't use what do you use?
Oh, I never use rapid shot.
What?
I use the other two.
That's insane.
Yeah, I always use piercing arrow.
Oh, you guys
I win?
You guys are missing out. It's so nice.
Why? Because it's a lot of damage.
I get in a
so much damage.
I don't need damage. I need to not crit and lose.
But when you can get it to one, and I know they just nerfed this, but when you get it to one target that you need to hit, it's you can do 300 plus damage.
There's
amazing.
Yeah, okay. There's so little control on that one. That's something I want in PvP for sure, but I don't care about the raw power level.
I'm going to try it out.
I think the other two are way better
because I've never. I have my luck archer, but I've not used this ability on it yet, and I didn't know that it was a luck scaling ability. I always thought it was a dex scaling ability. And if you've got a naturally high critical strike chance and you multi-shot into this...
Yeah, the critical strike, the passive.
I think my crit chance is going to be like almost 60% with this. And all you would need is to supplement dexterity and, you know, not miss all the time. This, you know what? This is growing on me.
Now, what I generally do is I start with piercing arrow or one small stone to do some AoE damage, and then I focus in single damage on with piercing shots to set up the kill and go home.
Yeah, that sounds almost exactly like what I do.
I don't want to do a bunch of damage randomly because that screws up my plan.
Word. All right, yeah, I like that.
I understand that, but I still think the rapid shot packs a bigger punch, and especially with the days, like
100%. And I was just typing this, but I just think it's more reliable than one small stone. There are a lot of one small stone hits that you're doing 80 damage to each target, and it's like, oh, I didn't get the crit. With rapid shot, you're doing massive damage every time, even without the crit. It's great.
That's 100% true.
I want to marry it.
Okay.
Sorry. I went a little.
I want to take it out behind the middle school.
I want to take it out to a nice seafood dinner and then never call it again. No. Yeah.
All right. Very interesting.
Everybody, no, all these moves stink.
Yeah, they need buffs. Give me my handful of rocks back. I'll keep saying
it. Sharpshooter. That's what I've. I basically alternate between shroud or precision and marksmanship based on how much luck my archer has. I don't care about the nerf to one small stone because I was never spamming it. I was using it once or twice when it lined up perfectly, and I didn't care too much, what the result was, which is generally early in the fight. But I really like the channels late, especially if I'm using a swiftness potion on the archer. They are completely overpowered, and I can do kind of whatever I want to in terms of avoiding cheaps and doing massive damage and conserving resources and everything awesome.
I think it's a great. I think it's a great combo.
The shroud tree in general, the precision in general. I like sharpshooter, and I like dead aim, and like that move, doing those back to back, doing the dead aim and then getting the boost on the initiative, and then matching it with the sharpshooter, and then finally wrapping up with it like a regular attack it's just a really nice kind of like build. I really like that. But again, I still think rapid shot is going to just packs a bigger punch in general.
I really like piercing arrow because it's not going to all gang up on something. It's kind of evenly distributed, and I built a lot of my good archers with strength by accident, so it actually kind of works out with the marksmanship piercing shot thing. So
I have not had much experience using piercing arrow. I usually don't pick that one. So
yeah, it's a ton of damage if it hits all three, and they bleed for a significant amount. It's just huge burst damage. It is more controlled than one small stone and rapid shot. I like the control.
Yeah,
I'm kind of interested to see Franz's archer using sharpshooter.
It'd be a lot.
And I mean, the combo here is you sharpshooter, you channel, you cast it the next round, then you basic attack the round after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just a million damage over 3 rounds for a small amount of mana.
Yeah,
I think I'm only about 45 minutes or so until I come off cooldown, so I can show you that. But I haven't used sharpshooter, but I've used dead aim as the tier 4, and I've just been so underwhelmed by it. Like, to channel up and to do 250 damage where I could do rapid shot and do the same amount. And I know there's less control. There's potential to hit more targets, but I don't know. It's, to me, rapid shot deals so much more than dead aim. I've never used dead aim with the combo, so I think that might be what I'm missing. But I've just
you definitely want the combo with both of those channels.
Right.
But with the channel combo, and I was talking about this earlier, the longevity in, that's not the right word I'm looking for here. How long it takes to get the combo going with the channeling tree. I'm looking at, if I want to do the full combo, I'm talking at 6 turns now. Like it's so long to play out.
I have come to the opinion that channeling and swift potion are kind of a combo for this fight. Okay. I don't really want to use the channel too much without it.
Well, I would say poor man's swiftness potion, and that's the swiftness move by the priest. And that's why I love my priest archer builds. I have one of the archers as a channeling archer, and one of them as the flurry, as like doing the rapid shots. So he's doing like the AoE, and then the channeling guy is like the single damage guy, and he's boosted by the swiftness of the priest. It's like my favorite build. I've been pretty successful with it, and I don't have to spend all that on the swiftness potion.
I don't hate it. I like it.
And it moves him quicker. Like, yeah, he's not doing the insane moves like with the swiftness potion, but he gets the waiting that you're worrying about, Franz, like it definitely is cut down by the priest move.
Yeah, if you build your priest, which I did a dark summon that really focused on vitality.
Right. That's key for that too. Yeah.
Vitality crystals while leveling up main stat, wisdom, and then vitality and intelligence to kind of split the difference between wisdom and vitality. Then the swiftness spell is pretty sweet. I kind of alternate between the swiftness spell and the bubble depending on my comp, but the bubble's pretty cool. But
the bubble's great.
I don't think you really hurt yourself by going with swiftness. It just costs a lot of mana. And not all my guys have a ton of vitality, so.
Yeah, and I just don't find too many opportunities to use it because.
Well, you just use it when you were going to heal. It's just a bonus.
Yeah.
If it doesn't heal, it's a nice heal.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need that much healing. That was kind of the reason I was willing to try it. And I think it's pretty good, but it's not great.
I've had the opposite experience where I'm deciding between that and the tier 1 heal, and it's
I would never load the tier 1 heal, so I never have that problem.
Really?
I've never loaded it.
What do you load? That's my priest meta right now.
When I need to do damage with a priest, unless I'm level 15, no. I will load it on a 15.
Not dealing damage.
Yeah.
The tier 1 heal,
So I never bring a priest.
Yeah, I can't load the tier 1 heal and deal damage on anything below level 15 priest.
The duality of the priest.
So if I'm not loading the divine light, I have no ability to do 100 or so damage over 3 turns if I need to do more damage with the party, or do a kill shot for 70 to 80 damage if I need it. Therefore, I never load the great heal or the cleanse heal.
Wow. I'm a tier 1 priest.
I don't really deal I don't care what's the best heal or the best attack. I just purely deal in what I need and what I don't need. That's kind of the I don't know, difference in philosophy I think we're experiencing here.
When we come to PvP, do you think that'll change for you?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. But these encounters are more like a puzzle, so I don't. Yeah, that's why I want the control. That's why I want to, kind of choose based on the puzzle presented in front of me instead of, highest power level in terms of healing or damage.
That makes sense. I feel like, and the way you phrased it was excellent, but because I'm just thinking about priest in a completely different kind of mindset in my mind. I'm thinking about what is the most efficient way he can heal my guys, and you have to include that first move, if you know what I mean.
I'm thinking on average, how much healing do my guys need? Okay, I want to meet that minimum and then provide as much other value as possible with my priest. That's how I view it.
Right.
Word. I mean, when we're talking about value assessment, what's the goal exactly, right? And it is to deplete the HP bar of the birds or the boars.
Right. I guess.
And that's the only thing that matters. If my 2 guys are dead and if I have 2 of my 3 guys dead and I kill all 3 of whatever's on the other side, that's still well within my parameter of my goal. Do I need the stabilization? Maybe sometimes for extremely long fights, but that's probably a skill issue on my hero part. Not that I'm low skilled, but not enough skill points.
Especially with the rock box. The rock box fight goes long, you're gonna lose. They win out in the end because the void chickens are just gonna, once they pop, it's over.
Right.
Do you want to? So we have someone in the waiting room, but then we might have a special guest.
Sure. Let's go ahead and do the changing of the guards here. JussCrypto Do you have any final words for us real quick, and where can people find you? Because I know I just recently subbed to your YouTube, but are you going in other places?
Not really. I'm just on Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna make at least 2 more videos about this. I got a little busy the last couple of days, but I'm doing some gameplay, and I got one more kind of wrap up. I did my initial thoughts the day after the fight came out, and I want to follow up on that, and that's about it. I'm sick of editing YouTube videos. It's really hard, but I did enjoy making them, and I hope people enjoyed watching them. I got a lot of good feedback on that.
No, they're very good, very concise in like your explanations and everything. I really enjoy.
Plus, you have a PowerPoint that goes with them.
Yeah,
that helps a lot.
One and done on PowerPoint. I think I didn't. I didn't have it in me to reshoot it after I saw what I'd done. But anyways, we're learning in public. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Big fan of your stuff.
All right, later, dudes.
Later.